One player watches red cards, the other watches blue, but the IRS is out there watching both of you on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Hello there. Thank you. Welcome to Card Shark. I love that opening poem. Thank you so much. You have a terrific... I love that. One player watches red, the other watches blue, but the IRS is out there watching both of you. Well, I hope you can win the money so you can give it away, but we thank Mr. R. Clark of Sella, Michigan for that opening poem. Thank you very much, Mr. Clark. We've got a champion who's going to go for the big money right now. Let's bring her out. Joy Lottie. Hello, Joy. Good to see you again. Now, as I remember, we were talking on the last show. Now, we always, the players cut the cards and they're shuffled and everything.
Right.
But you didn't want to cut the cards.
Not this time.
Why?
I don't want to touch them.
You feel...
I trust everybody here.
It's
and
cooler.
So,
We just rip open the seal.
Right.
They're all shuffled, and you figure if you touch them, no good, huh?
No good.
Let's see how your strategy goes. You're over $4,000 now, Joy, but let's go for the big money right now. Let's get to the money card. Come on, Joy. Well, maybe we got the streak broken. Now, you know you won $200 winning the last game.
Right.
Now we're going to give you brand new cards. This time you're going to bet those cards starting on the bottom line. $200 and 3 cards. Move up to the second level. We'll give you another $200 and 3 more cards. Your minimum bets, Joy, are $50, as you know, until you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must bet at least half the money. You've got over $4,000, but there's over $28,000 over there. Let's see if it go for you. Here's $200.
Fine, thank you.
As in the game, you have a choice of 2 base cards on the bottom level. Remember, you can change your base card when you move to the second level, and you can change it again before you make that big bet. We'll start off with, an 8, right up the middle.
I'm going to change it. I'm going to change that 8, see if I can
Gotta
get a
play
better
this one.
card.
Next card off the top is a 6.
Oh, a little
card.
better. I'm going to say $50 higher.
$50
$50
bet.
higher.
Higher than a 6. Oh, no, it's a 3. But it only costs you $50 for a better card.
Okay, I'm going to say the whole thing higher. The whole
$150. Come on. Higher than a 3. Yes.
Good
with a
card.
jack. Now
Good
we're
card. Good card. I'm going to say the whole thing lower.
on the jack. You're
Yeah,
going
the
over.
whole thing lower.
You must feel something. I hope you're right. $300 lower than a jack. That's another 3.
Good card, Jim. Good
Up
card.
goes the 3. We'll give you the other $200. $800 now, Joy.
I'm going to keep that card, and I'm going to say the whole thing higher. Come on.
$800 bet. Higher than a 3. Yes, for the queen. $1,600.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm going to say $1,000 lower.
$1,000.
$1,000 lower.
Lower than a queen. And it is for the 4. $2,600 and a good card.
I'm going to risk it and say the whole thing, Jim, higher.
Oh, I hope you're right.
The whole thing higher.
For nothing or $5,200. Higher than a 4. Yes! With an ace! And a great card moves up for the big bet.
The whole thing lower, Jim. The whole thing lower.
For nothing or $10,400. Lower than an ace. And it is! Over $10,000 in cash. Oh, you picked the best time not to cut him. Way to go. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, you had a feeling about those
I
cards.
did. I had a feeling.
And Joy Lottie now has $14,800. And we'll be right back with a new challenger after this. Congratulations. That's super. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Jim.
Then let's
Ready.
open the board. Get to the card. And our ladies will deal into brand new decks of cards. And while they're doing that, we'll meet our next challenger on Card Sharks. BUZZR. Hello, B. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
It's nice to be here. My name...
Wasn't that exciting to watch Joy win all that money?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was
That's
out there
super.
rooting for her just as much as everyone else.
Now you're not rooting for her.
Well, I have to admit I'm not.
Nah, yeah. Tell us about yourself, Vic.
My name is Bree Searles, and I'm from Riverside, California. And I have a beautiful, beautiful 4-month-old daughter whom I should be attending right now, but I made the big sacrifice to come on the show.
Don't you mean maybe Daddy made the big sacrifice and he's babysitting?
Well, he is babysitting now, but he wasn't earlier in the day. He has to, go to work too.
He's watching it. Okay, good. Nice to have you here with us, B. Good luck in the match. Good luck to both of you. Each player has a deck of 52 playing cards. They're shuffled. The players cut them before we go on the air. Joy, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards. B, the challenger, the lower cards, the blue cards. Before you can begin calling high-low on the cards, you must win a high-low toss-up question. And Joy, are you all together now and relaxed?
I'm fine.
Okay. First question to you. We asked 100 garbage men. Have you ever found something in the trash and then given it to someone as a gift?
Oh, that's terrible.
How many garbage men admitted they had?
Oh, and so I don't think they rummaged through the garbage. I'm going to say it's low. I'm going to say about 15.
15.
Right.
Higher or lower, B?
It's got to be higher. It's got to be higher than that, because just the other day, I threw some books away. The guy wanted it, and I'm sure he gave them to his wife. So I say higher.
They find something good, they might give it away. I remember, boy, we used to have those big garbage things back in Ridgewood, New Jersey, and my wife would drive around, pick things up. Everybody did. B, if it's higher, you'll go to the board first. If not, it'll be Joy. The actual number of garbage men who have found something in the garbage and then given it to someone as a gift is 32. It's higher, B. B, you're starting off with a 3.
Oh, beautiful card. I want to keep that, and I want to go higher.
Higher than a 3? Yes, with a 7.
Ooh. I'm going to freeze.
You'll freeze it. We move the freeze bar over. Can't take those cards away from you. And B, the question to you. We asked 100 16-year-old boys. Have you ever had a fight with your parents about the length of your hair? How many 16-year-old boys have fought with their parents about their hair?
I've got 6 brothers, and I've seen them all reach 16. So I've got to say it's high. I'd say 65.
65 have fought with their parents about the hair. Joy?
Well, nowadays, long hair is sort of in, so I don't think parents are giving their boys as much, about it as before. So I'm going to say it's high, but it's just a little lower.
You say lower.
Right, just a little lower.
I must tell you, it reminded me that the classic cartoon I saw, and had a hippie couple, the mother and father sitting there in all the hippie garb and the long hair, and off goes the son in a banker's outfit, all dressed up with a briefcase, and the parents said, "Where did we go wrong?" So I guess it's all in your point of view, right? You say 65, B, and Joy says lower. Well, the actual number of 16-year-old boys who fought with their parents about the length of their hair is 59. It is lower. Joy. Joy, the first look at your base card, you have a 5.
Okay, that's a pretty good card. I'm going to keep it and say higher, Jim.
Higher than a 5. No, it's a 2. There's a break for the challenger as B gets a free chance to play a 7 and call this.
It's got to be higher.
Higher than a 7? Yes, it's very much higher. An ace.
Got to be lower. I'm going to keep going.
Lower than an ace. A 3.
Oh, nice. It's got to be higher. I got to go for it.
If this is higher, then B has the first game of the match for the win. Yes, with a 6. Challenger takes game number 1 and $100. We'll set up for game 2, Janice, if you will. And now the champion. Joy, as I recall, you've been behind in a couple of matches and come back and won 2 in a row.
Right.
Let's
Let's hope this is the same.
Let's see if she can do it again. B's going to try to stop her. Same 2 decks of cards as Janice deals them out. Joy, we asked 100 men. If a husband discovers his wife in bed with another man, is the husband justified in shooting him? How many men said the husband is justified in shooting the other man?
Oh, I should know that. My husband is an attorney, and I can't remember what he said about that. No, I don't think they're justified. I don't think so. That's murder or shooting is shooting. I'm going to say...
But how many men thought they would be?
How many men thought...
How many men said the husband is justified?
Just regular people.
Yes,
husband.
100 men.
Oh, well, they'll think... I'll say that's pretty high. I'll say 55.
55 men
right.
said the husband is justified in shooting the other man.
It's got to be lower. My husband would probably do it if he ever found that. Except I think he'd shoot me. I say it's got to be lower.
You say lower. The actual number of men who said a husband is justified in shooting a man he discovers in bed with his wife is 55, right on the button, Joy. Wow. Joy. Wow.
Oh, wow.
You're starting with an ace.
Lower, Jim.
Lower than an ace. It is a jack.
Lower. I'm going to keep going.
Lower than a jack. Oh, no! I thought she was on another one of her rolls. A break for B, who will play a 4.
Oh, that's nothing wrong with that card. I'll go higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, with a 10.
I'm going to try for it. It's got to be lower.
Lower than a 10, risking that one and this one, and getting away with
I'll
it.
freeze right there.
And
I'll
now,
freeze.
B needs just 2 cards to become the new champion. B, we asked 100 brides to be. These are all women who plan to be married within the next 6 months. Are you going to wear the same wedding dress your mother wore? How many brides to be said yes?
That's got to be low. I wore the same dress as my sister, but not my mother. No way. I'd say 33.
33, you're going to wear the same dress that mother wore.
No, styles have changed now, and I don't think a young girl would want to wear the same dress her mother wore. So I'm going to say it's a little lower than
Even
that.
lower than that?
Right, right.
Well, the actual number of nostalgic brides to be who are going to wear the same wedding dress their mother wore is 4. Very much lower. Joy. We're still looking at an ace.
I'm keeping it, and I'm going to go lower this time.
Lower than an ace. Yes, with a jack again.
Cards. I'm going to try it again and go lower.
Lower than a jack. It is this time a 10.
I'm going to freeze, Jim.
Freezing it. Joy needs 2 cards. B needs 2, and the question goes to you, Joy. We asked 100 married women. If you could be invisible for a day, would you rather spy on your neighbors or spy on your husband? How many married women said they would rather spy on their husband?
I think most women are pretty confident. I don't think they'd want to, they know what their husbands are doing. I think they'd rather spy on their neighbors. So I'm going to say...
How many would spy on the husbands?
How many would spy on their husbands? I think it'd be kind of low. I'd say 20.
20 would spy on their husbands rather than the neighbors.
There's a lot of people that don't trust their husbands. I trust mine, but they don't trust theirs. I say it's higher.
Higher.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the actual number of women who, if they could be invisible for a day, would rather spy on their husband than their neighbors is 57. It is higher, B. You've got an 8.
I'd like to change that card, Jim.
You can. Anytime you win the question, you can change it to a 9. Little better.
I'm going to go with it's going to be lower.
Lower than a 9. No, it's a jack. A break for the champion. Joy, play off the 10 and call this one.
Oh, dear. I'm going to say lower.
Lower than a 10. It is a 7.
Good. I'm going to freeze, Jim.
Freezing it. Joy needs 1 card. B needs 2. And again, we are at sudden death. Someone has to win on this play of the cards. Control is very important. This question decides it. B, we asked 100 men who are bodybuilders. Have you taken more than a dozen vitamin pills today? How many bodybuilding men said yes?
Bodybuilding, they've got to take a lot of vitamins. I'd say it's high. I'd say 65.
65 bodybuilders have taken more than a dozen vitamins.
No, a dozen is a lot of vitamins. I don't think that's necessary to build your body. So I'm going to say, she said 60.
65.
I'm going to say a little lower.
Lower.
Right, a little lower.
The actual number of bodybuilders who have taken more than a dozen vitamin pills that day is 49. Lower. Joy. Joy, you need 1 card. B needs 2. You've got the decision. Do you want to play it or pass it?
I'm going to stick and play it. I've been playing it, so I'm not going to change it. But I'm going to change the card.
You
I'm
can
going to
change
play
it.
it and change the
Big change for Joy, who needs this game to tie. Changing it to an 8. You are right up the middle, Joy.
I'm going to say higher.
If this is higher, we've got a tie match. If it is not, we have a new champion for the win. No, it is lower, and B wins it in sudden death. And Joy, I think it's the first time your strategy has backfired.
It has.
But, boy, you've done well, Joy. You're leaving us with $14,800.
I had a good time. Thanks a lot, Jim.
Thank you for joining us.
Fine.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Joy, Lottie, good luck with the baby.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joy. B, come on down here. You defeated a great champion.
Oh, she was really good. I almost felt guilty.
Don't feel guilty. I hope you're going to win a lot of money yourself.
Oh, I sure hope so.
And we'll be right back with that right after this commercial break. Back with our new champion, B. Searles. Boy, you got that one a sudden death. Are you ready?
Oh, you betcha. I'm going to win it all.
That's the way to feel. Let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on up here, B. Well, Joy just did well today, so let's see if you can do just as well or better. And once again, Janice will deal out the cards as we give you new money to bet with. 7 cards up there, a lot of money, a total of $28,800 if you can possibly get it all and double it and double it and double it. Takes a lot of courage. Got to get some good cards, too. What do you think? If you get up to that top card and you were looking at something like a jack, would you bet it all?
Depends on how much I had.
Oh, okay. Let's find out. Let's do it right now. Here's $200. Good luck, B. And we'll start you on the bottom line with this base card. It is a 4.
Oh, I like that card. I'm going to go all of it, that it's going to be higher.
On everything, $200.
Right, $200.
Higher than a 4. Yes,
good.
with a 10. Doubling it to 400.
Okay, I like that card. I'm going to go, the next one's going to be lower. Whoops, I want to go $100. The next one's going to be lower.
$100 bet that this card is lower than a 10, and it is with a 7. $500.
That's a bit of a card, though. Let's see. I'm going to go $100 that it's going to be higher.
$100. Higher than a 7.
Come on.
Oh, no, it's a 6. You lose $100, but we move the 6 up and give you the other $200 of betting money. B, you've got $600 and a 6. Do you want it?
I'm going to change it.
This could be a big change for you with $600
Come
to
on.
bet. A king, great change.
I'm going to bet it all that it's going to be higher. Lower.
No. There aren't that many higher, B. Now, you say lower. $600 lower than a king. Yes, with a jack. Doubling it to $1,200.
Beautiful. I'm going to bet $600 that's going to be lower.
Half of it, the big bet, $600 on a jack. Lower. Yes, with an 8. $1,800, and you're right up the middle now, B.
I'm going to bet $300 that's going to be lower.
$300 on an 8 with a middle card. She says lower for $300. No, it's a jack. Oh, that was a big bet on that 8, but up goes the jack. First of all, do you want to play that jack for the big bet?
I'm going to play that jack.
You must bet at least $750, B. You've got $1,500. Looking at a jack, what's your big bet?
Oh, that's a hard. I'm going to go $900 that it's lower.
$900.
Right.
Lower.
Come on,
B.
be there.
We're with you. $900 lower than a jack. No! It is an
At
ace.
least I didn't go all of it.
But I'm glad you held back because you come out of it with $600, B, and that's not too bad.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed. And with the $200 in the game, that's $800, B, and you're still here. Remember, Joy started slow and came on that gangbusters.
Oh, that $600 is still $600.
True. Good thinking. And on that philosophical note, friends, we'll take time out for this message. Back with our champion, and we'll load in 2 brand new decks of cards and meet a new challenger on Card Sharks. Marcia Malcoon. Hello, Marcia.
Hello,
Nice to meet you. Won't you tell us about yourself?
My name is Marcia Malcoon. I've traveled around the country a lot. I love traveling. I'm settled in LA now, and I just started in the real estate business.
Well, you've done a lot of traveling, so I imagine you'd be used to why did you travel all around the country?
Well, Jim, I've always lived in California, and I wanted to see what it looked like some other places.
Good thinking. Nice to have you here with us,
Nice
Marcia.
to be
Hope it's going to be
here.
a pleasant stay. You'll play the lower cards, the blue cards. B, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards. B, we asked 100 teenage girls who have a steady boyfriend. If you discovered that your boyfriend had secretly dated another girl last weekend, would you break up with him? How many teenage girls said they would break up with their boyfriend?
That exact same thing happened to me. And I broke up with him. I'd say it's going to be high. I'd say 63.
63 would break up if he dated another girl.
Okay, Jim. Well, I think the girls, if they could get a real nice apology and a promise for better behavior in the future, they would take that. So I'm going to say that it's going to be lower.
You say lower. How come I feel like Ozzy of Ozzy and Harriet with this question? The actual number of teenage girls who would break up with their boyfriend if he secretly had a date with another girl is 52. It's lower. Yes, Marcia. And Marcia, you're starting off with a 3.
Oh, great card. Okay, I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 3? Yes, with a jack.
All right. Okay, Jim. I'm going to go lower.
Risking that card in this one lower than a jack. It is a 4.
Okay, I've got to keep playing. I've got a feeling I know it's going to be higher.
Higher than a 4. Oh, no, a 2. Oh, and you lose all 3 cards back to the base card, and that's the risk you take. B, you get a chance to play a queen.
Oh, good card. I love it. I got to be lower.
Lower than a queen. Yes, with
Oh,
a 2.
beautiful. It's got to be higher. Keep going.
Higher than a 2. A 3.
Oh, beautiful. Come on, keep going. It's It's got to be higher.
Higher than a 3.
Come on.
A 4.
Believe it. I got to do it. I got to do it. It's got to be higher.
For the first game of the match,
Come
higher than a 4. No! And you lose all 4 cards. And both players are back to the base card, and I've got to take time out for this commercial message, so don't go away. That's all the time we have. See you next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
A representative of the studio audience will receive an assortment of Time Life How to Do It books, colorful and authoritative books on gardening, cooking, home repair, boating, and photography. And some of our contestants will receive True Test Easy Care Latex Flat Enamel. Combines the flat finish of latex with the scrubbability of enamel. Exclusively from True Value Hardware stores. And American Tourister Strong Lightweight Luggage, the prettiest piece of protection your clothes will ever get. You travel first class with American Tourister. And High Karate Irresistible Aftershave Cologne, handsome travel kits, and many other gift combinations. High Karate for the men in your life. And Prince Gardner matching leather accessories, smartly styled for fashion-conscious men and women. A perfect gift, a fine name, Prince Gardner. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson-Bill Todman production.